is boiling. Hi friends, welcome back to the Expeditionary Johnny channel. Hey, I hope that you're doing well. It's a cool December day and I figured it's time to make a cup of coffee, and since we've got all these dead twigs around here from the storm, I figured I might as well use one of my twig stoves, which kind of leads me into a little bit of a series I'm thinking about doing. There seems to be a bit of interest and people, they want to know about different cooking stoves and how to use them, so I figure I'll go ahead and make a few videos on that, just share my thoughts. Today I'm going to be using the Kelly Kettle. I picked this up this last year. Really efficient cook system as far as boiling water. It may or may not be a good fit for you, but I just thought I'd give you a quick demo on how to make a cup of coffee with that. So you can see here the basic setup for the Kelly Kettle. You've got a base stand where you're going to start your fire. It's got a couple little holes here so it can breathe some oxygen. Here's the actual kit, and if you want, you got this little warmer stand on here. I call it a warmer stand. If you're going to cook with that, you're going to have a lot of water in here. Keep this open and let it boil for a while to get the heat out. So I'm thinking more keeping things warm while you're working on another dish, while you're boiling multiple sets of water. One thing about the base stand is you can get this Hobo Cook Kit. You can get this Hobo attachment where it all goes on, fits like this. So you got oxygen feeding in through here. You can put more fuel in here and you can simmer things. And I was able to use this pretty successfully with my buffalo chicken dip. So this is an option for you. So this is the trucker version, which holds about 2 cups of water. It's big enough to make you a good cup of coffee. Or it can also be used to warm up a meal. Like if you have like a freeze-dried meal, that works out really well. All right, so let's go ahead and get this filled up here. All right, 2 cups of water in here. Let me gather up some twigs. We'll get this boiling. All right, 30 seconds later, I found these branches. This should be more than enough to boil our water. All right, so here we go. We just got a few twigs in here. Don't go too heavy because you got to have room to put your kettle on top. Just using Vaseline cotton balls. And you can use your ferro rod or you can use your lighter, whatever you want on this thing to get it going. There we go. I'm going to throw a few more twigs on here. Not too many. Keeping this sticks down small enough, again, that we can put our kettle on top of this. All right, so I did get the optional tea kettle cap on here, so this will whistle when I get when it starts boiling. If you were to look in here, you're going to see, actually you should be able to see some of the flames popping out. We're getting a vacuum effect in there as the wind goes at the bottom here and comes out the top. So you're getting flame heat all around, touching the water as much as possible. So that's why this thing is so darn efficient. Now, boil times is going to vary. It's like how well are you feeding your fire? How cold is it? How cold is your water? Don't smother your fire. Yeah, it's still going. Okay, so while this is boiling up, let me show you how we're doing our coffee. I don't like, well, I'm not gonna say I don't like, I prefer fresh coffee over instant coffee. I will drink instant coffee without any complaints. But sometimes I like to make coffee with fresh grounds, and I like to use the silicone cup here. So what we do is we're going to go ahead and put our filter on that real quick. For this drip system, it takes a number 4 coffee filter here. The great thing about doing it this way is when you're done, you can either throw your filter and grounds in the fire, you can just stuff it back into your Ziploc baggie with you. That thing's about ready to boil. Okay, for our coffee grounds, We're just using an old Maxwell House. I've got our coffee scoop here. For the size of cup I'm doing, I'm not going to do quite a whole eighth of a cup, just, I don't know, 3/4 of this scoop here. I'm going to go ahead and put that in our filter here. And here in a second, then we'll go ahead and filter, we'll go ahead and do our auto drip system. It's boiling. All right, to get this off, we got to grab the back of the handle. Grab it like so, and pull it off the side. Yeah, as you can see here, there's still plenty of twigs left here, so it did hardly nothing at all. All right, so let's go ahead and get our coffee cup set up so we can make our coffee. All right, so you gotta be careful so not to burn yourself. We've already got our tea cap here. We gotta take that off. Now to pour it, you hold, like in my right hand, I'm gonna hold the chain here, which has the tea cap attachment. I'll take the handle here and I'm gonna use the chain to control the pour, like so. And then I let that drip down. No big deal, we just gotta do this a couple times. All right, that's the last of it. Oh, just a note, while I'm waiting for this to finish steeping, do not put your Kelly Kettle on top of the hot coals or fire while it's empty. It's designed to have water in it, otherwise you're gonna ruin it. So just a quick note, especially if you're thinking of cooking on top of this, using that little warmer stand, you'll have to keep a certain amount of water in there to just protect your equipment. All right, so there we have it. I've got my cup of coffee, scorching hot, really hot. But so there we go. That's how we make a cup of coffee with our Kelly Kettle. Don't know if it's the product for you, but it is a nice simple way to boil up some water to make either a cup of coffee or reconstitute some dehydrated or freeze-dried meal using just the most minimal amount of fuel, just some few twigs. So with that, hey, you guys take care. Have a great week.